Student loan debt is a royal pain. You have all of these monthly payments, you have years and years to pay it off. And so if you've made the commitment to really escalate your student loan debt payoff through your debt-free journey, then you might be wondering about some ways to stay motivated. I have five tips and tricks that you can use to help you stay motivated in paying off your student loan debt. Before we get into the video, if you want your individual money questions answered in a private setting, we can do so one-on-one through my budget coaching program, Budget Bootcamp. I will link to that in the description box below. Let's talk about staying motivated with student loan debt. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. If you want to stay connected with that debt-free living mentality, you absolutely have to subscribe to the channel and join the DFM community. I actually got this question about student loan debt motivation from Cariana on Instagram. And she asked me to do a video on student loan debt motivation, and more specifically, she says she owes a lot of money in student loans, like $180,000. So she just started working. She already has a fully funded emergency fund, and her entire paycheck will have to go to her debt for the next 2 years, and that makes her sad. That makes me sad too. So she's asking for just tips and tricks on what helped to keep you going, to keep me going. All right, thanks so much for this question. I think student loan debt can feel really daunting to try to get over that mountain of debt, because that amount just seems like unfathomable to pay off. Unfathomable. I know when I was paying off $35,000 in student loan debt I was starting off on a $33,000 income, that it just seemed like, how am I going to do this? So one of the first things that I did, and what I recommend you do to help you stay motivated, is to know your why. And I'm not just talking about, oh, well, I want to pay off my debt because I don't want to have the payments anymore. Of course, none of us want to have the payment anymore, but you have to have a purpose and a reason that's going to keep you motivated every single time you make a new payment and you make extra payments. So for me, my reason why was really based off of my ideal lifestyle and experience. What did I want that to look like after I paid off my debt? The reason why I wanted to get rid of my student loan debt payments is because I really value travel, and I value spending money on travel. And I also knew that eventually I wanted to live in a high-rise building downtown in a city somewhere. I wanted to be able to go out for happy hours and sushi dates and not worry about whether or not that was in the budget for me, and not worry about whether or not I had money in my checking account to pay for those things. I also really just wanted to have that lifestyle experience of just being able to do what I want with my money instead of having it tied down to payments. And that was my main reason why I wanted to get out of student loan debt. So know your why. My second tip for you is to make an extra payment towards a specific loan instead of spreading it across multiple loans. So if you have federal student loans, then most likely all of those federal loans are going to be listed out in your student loan servicer's portal. And what happens typically is when you do a standard payment, that payment is going to be cut across those multiple loans instead of going towards a specific loan. I have a whole video that I'm going to link right up here that you can watch on how to do this effectively. But what I want you to do is, when you go in and make your extra payment, have it go towards a specific loan. It's going to keep you highly motivated, whether you're paying via debt snowball or debt avalanche. It's really going to help you see that, just take the edge off by focusing on one loan at one time, it's really going to help you just stay focused on getting that debt balance even lower. The third trick that I have for you on staying motivated is to consider refinancing your loans. Now for Kariana's example, $180,000 is a lot of student loan debt. So I'd be curious to know what the interest rate is on that student loan debt. If you're grappling with a very large amount of student loan debt, take a look at the interest rates and see if you can get them lowered by refinancing your student loans. Now, I've kind of been hunting for the right student loan refinancing service to point you guys to, and I finally found that through Credible. So Credible is a free online marketplace where you can go in, answer a couple of questions, input your information in a few minutes. Then it's going to spit out a list of lenders with pre-qualified rates and terms that you can take a look at without impacting your credit score whatsoever, just by going through that pre-approval process, if you will. So if you guys are interested in signing up with Credible, I am an affiliate for them. I'm really happy that I found them because it's a free service that you can use and just make sure that you're getting a really good interest rate on your student loan debt. And if you sign up using my affiliate link, they are offering the DFM community a $300 bonus if you end up refinancing through one of their lenders via Credible. The fourth way that you can stay motivated with your student loan debt is to track it using a debt-free chart. Now, I have this chart available through my How to Control Your Spending workbook, which is linked below. You can make your own though. It doesn't necessarily have to be mine, but I love using charts, visual charts, to track my progress. I did this when I was going through my own debt-free journey, and every single time that I made a payment, I would color in a new line and I stuck it to my refrigerator as a reminder every single day. I knew what I was working towards. I was working towards a debt-free life, and I always made sure that it was top of mind by putting it in a place where I could see it visually every single day. Also, it really makes a good conversation starter when friends and family come over and they're like,
Justine, what is that?
And I'm like, hey, you want a Coors Light? That's the cheap beer option that I have, or a PBR. Also, that's my debt-free chart, and I'm tracking on how to pay off all of my student loan debt in a very short amount of time. Everybody loves it, and they really get inspired and motivated too, so that they might jump on their own debt-free journey. Highly recommend a debt-free chart to help you stay motivated. And your fifth way, I love using this, is to create mini milestone rewards throughout your debt-free journey. So you could create a reward once you pay off half of your debt, or maybe you want to do something fun at the $10,000 marker, you've paid off $10K. Let's do a mini reward to help you stay motivated, and you can set this up early in your debt-free journey. So then you can see, okay, once I pay off $25,000, or once I pay off that first loan, I'm going to treat myself to a really nice dinner out that I don't normally go to, or I'm going to take that vacation and pay for it in all cash. You can absolutely set up little miniature rewards throughout your debt-free journey to keep you engaged and focused on the debt-free journey, because after that's over, that kind of like re-energizes you to continue the path. So I did this a lot by incorporating trips during my debt-free journey. I took a trip to Puerto Rico. I went white water rafting in California. I went to Colorado. I went to Florida. And I used those trips as motivators so that when I came back home, I'm like, I feel like I didn't miss out on anything, and I'm still moving forward with my debt-free journey. So I'd be interested in the comments below. What are some good mini reward milestones that you can put into play for your debt-free journey? And it has to be something that you don't normally spend money on, or something that you would view as like a really fun treat. Maybe it is as simple as getting donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. Donuts just sound really good. Maybe it's something as simple as that, or maybe it's something more high-end like you're doing a trip to go get a massage, or like how I did those vacations. That's up to you. Whatever is going to keep you motivated, I would build in those rewards. Okay, so I hope those 5 tips have helped you. Which one sounds like it would be the most motivating for you? Let me know. Don't forget, if you want to talk privately about your own financial situation, whether that be student loan debt, budgeting, or something else, we can do so through my budget coaching program, Budget Bootcamp. You can sign up using the link below. And happy student loan debt motivation, debt-free journey time. You guys got this.